Hello everybody, welcome back to a very crunched throttle grotto. This week I'm going to be fixing the damage on my 1968 Datsun Roadster. Fairly minimal damage, but I still got to fix it. So a few weeks I was hit by a Honda Pilot as opposed to an Air Force Pilot or an Alaska Pilot or anyway, I got off pretty easy, like considering I got hit by an SUV. It was someone pulling out of a parking lot and just tagged me right here in the rear quarter. The damage isn't really that bad, but it was enough to total this car out. So I have to go through the process of getting it inspected, getting a salvage title, getting the damage fixed, getting that all documented, and then I can have the car back on the road for the summer. Let me show you what happened. So overall, really not that bad. She did a nice job on tucking that bumper, like got that nice close up to the body like it should be. Unfortunately, it pushed the bumper that way. So I have to pull the bumper and fix that. And we used to have a nice crisp edge on this body line here, and that's gone. And obviously the damage from where the bumper flexed and pushed in and made more damage. And I also have some previous repairs to take care of here. So ideally, we're going to punch all this out. Going to knock the Bondo off of here and get this back to nice and straight-ish. And then get a little bit of filler on it, get a little bit of paint on it. It missed the trim. That's nice. Overall, like, I can't complain about how easily or how well I got away with minimal damage on this considering what I got hit by. Obviously the first step in this is just getting the parts off and out of the way, and shouldn't be too terrible to do. Okay, after a significant amount of time, I had some trouble with the inside, I don't know what you call them, but there's two bolts that hold the fender bracket or bumper bracket to the frame, which I had to take out. And of course, each one of the forward bolts that has like a captive nut in the frame broke off. So from here on out, I will only have one. I'll have that as an alignment, but I'll only have the one bolt going forward holding the bumper on, because 50-year-old metal rusts for some reason. So anyway, I've got that off. Now you can see here, looks like the impact tore a little hole that was probably already weakened from rust in the body there. So we're going to have to fix that. Probably start by getting the trim off the side here and get that out of the way, because it looks like, unfortunately, the putty goes all the way up into the top part of this rear quarter. Ugh. All right, one thing to keep in mind is when you're trying to get these trim pieces off, sometimes they're bolted on from the inside, like you can see there. That one's got a little bolt that goes through the clip. You can also see there's a fair amount of Bondo squeezed into the front part of that quarter panel, where it looks like it probably got sectioned together right there back in the day. Let's just make this worse. And we're going to take a heat gun to the outside of this quarter panel and see what we come up with. Okay, so some of you said, yes, that created a mess anyway. Technically, it was a lot better than like sanding everything down inside here and flinging stuff all over the shop, because I've got some stuff in here I'm trying to keep clean right now. So now we can see what we have to work with. Get you guys a little closer here, or just take you off the tripod. So I've got some push-in right here and down there, and some more Bondo left over from some dumb YouTuber's repairs to the tail lights that were originally MG tail lights in here. I'm going to use my heat gun and a few bending tools and see how much of this I can just pop out with without having to get too crazy. I think we can get most of this out just with some generous application of a piece of wood down here from the inside. I'm literally going to try a 2x4 to start with. You guys thought I was joking. I am not. I need to have some light in here to see what I'm doing. If we look through the tail light hole, you can see I've got my 2x4 kind of wedged in here, and I'm just going to use this to pry up. I've got it up on the edge of, not the wiring harness, there we go. And yeah, I'm just going to try to pry using the leverage and pop this lower dent out and get it most of the way there. And then we'll see how far I can get with the rest of it. All right, so the first push went pretty good. Better than expected. You got to get down into this section. So I'm actually going to try to use a few auto body tools and see if I can pry and push with that. Because try not to like make big holes in it if I can help it. Push with a rounded object to try to help minimize the deflection. Okay, so that's better. I've got to get this crease out of here. So now I'm just trying to pry my way through this crease kind of gently to see if I can get it to cooperate. All right, for an initial bump out, this looks pretty good. I'm going to roll this thing back out of the garage here for about 10 feet or so and just sand this part down and see how bad it is. All right, I got one of these beasties here. It's called a surface contouring tool or conditioning tool, and I'm pretty sure it'll take care of the affected areas that we need to work on. I just have a hunch. right, so here's where we're at. I'm not going any further than this. I swear. Because if I fix more than this, you know, like if I fix this little rust spot here, then I've got to fix this one, and I've got to fix this, and I've got to fix this, and all of this has to be fixed. And then all of the chrome has to be redone, like to like a paint job standard. The door handles, all of the trim, the windshield's got to come out. It's not worth it for this car. This car is great, but it's not worth it to go that deep on the repair. So this part had a bunch of cracked Bondo around the gas cap. So we're going to fix that. I ground a lot of this off, knocked a bunch of this out, pulled this flange back to mostly straight, and got it lined up a lot better. So thanks to my friend Albert for coming over and bringing his tool of destruction to help with that. So when the bumper goes back on, this body line here will be a lot better. And yeah, we're just going to fix it to make it look nice and not worry about all the other problems with the car. So unfortunately, that's as far as I was able to get today. I do have to come back another day this weekend and fix this little tiny piece down here. Once I have that fixed, there's a couple little pinholes here that need to be buttoned up. Then I can put a skim coat on here, and I gotta grind that thing off. I'm gonna have to order some new trim clips for the trim, so I can put that back on. A taillight gasket. I need to dig through my box of stuff and see if I have a taillight gasket. But then we're just gonna like roller paint this, honestly, to make it look better. So next time we come back, we will do more body work here and try to blend newer paint to older paint and make it look okay. So that's all the time I have to work on the Datsun today. Sorry this has been a little bit of a boring video, but I have to balance out long form videos versus getting content done when I work full time and work nights and weekends and everything else. So next time we're back on the Datsun, more body work, filler, all kinds of fun stuff. And we'll have this thing back on the road soon. Until next time, get out there and work on something.